Well, I'm defenseless now. Yesterday morning is official. If you don't already know, I'm believing God in any way. No. It's official. I now know the man's name who's described in the Bible under the number 666. November hail. I broke my right hand. November hail. Frustrated because people show signs of narcissism, who are narcissistic, who act exactly like the Antichrist does. I tried to help a friend. I tried to keep a friend from being on the path of his own destruction while enabling him. Didn't work out. You don't enable somebody who has an addiction and think you can help them through their addiction. This message is through the world. The Antichrist wants me dead. I know his full name. I know his last name. I know the name on Lucifer's 10 rings. Spelled wrong. And why Lucifer has that name on his 10 rings. I know who wants me dead. I know who put, not his prophet, up to trying to kill me and get the world to kill me, but his preacher. Because the Antichrist was in contact with his preacher the entire time. I planned the death for the United States government. The government got superpowers of the false prophet. And I buried his head. Had it buried in a key location. 7453 Deering, Westland, Michigan. 48185. If you are watching this video of me talking, this is my right hand. I was born with this hand, but it's not my hand. I was not born with my own hand. I was born July 24th, 1978, to try to save the world from God's wrath that the mark of the beast will bring upon man. Sorry. I couldn't save you from God's wrath. If you are watching this video, know this now. My mortal name is Frank William Jameson. And my last name is, in fact, the name of a man, the last name of a man, spelled wrong on Lucifer's 10 rings. The whole time, I thought Lawrence Connor was the Antichrist. He was not. Lawrence Connor died, poisoned, intentionally, and died of diverticulosis 3 weeks ago. I thought it was Lawrence Connor who's the one who wanted me dead. I was wrong. I was tracking down a rumor. I was investigating a rumor of a 16-year-old girl that was murdered in her biological father's camp. I don't have 2 kids. I have 2 kids and 1 adopted And my adopted is in between my two exact kids. My biological daughter, I hid intentionally through another man's name. A last name of a man described in the Bible as a man God cherished, loved, and I could trust with my biological daughter that I wanted to hide. Because my son is God. He is the mortal body of the Lord, or should I say, the Lord and Savior's Father, Jesus Christ. God's mortal name is Jacob Michael Jameson, my son. God hid beneath me through his own seed. I am the angel of the Church of Zion. And God's right hand I was born with was called November Hail. November Hail broke because I got frustrated dealing with narcissistic people for too long. Yeah, I broke my pinky. I broke the bone in my pinky, the bone in my hand, dislocated my pinky, and broke the bone within it. Well, I thought it was just relocated. I tried to put it back in position, and I didn't feel one pop in my hand when I put it back in place. I felt two pops of my pinky actually falling back in place. God's right hand is now broken, and I was born with it because I am God's biological father. And I know who it is that's been trying to kill me and get me killed. And now he has to kill me himself. The only way he can sit in the throne of God and claim to be God for 7 times 7 years until God's only son, Jesus Christ, rips the fake from his chest. The Antichrist believes his wife that he married out of love, I protected him, cherished him, and taught him everything he knows on how to get rich, how to be wealthy. The Antichrist lost it all. He lost everything because God promised him nothing. God only promised one man, and it wasn't him. It was Job in the Bible. God hated Job. God was jealous of Job. And yeah, the reason why I say my son is God is because Jacob's ladder and a passage of the angel of Zion, who was driven from his home, forced from his home, to walk the end of the Bible belt of God's superpower of superpowers, to reside there for 3 years, to eventually be poisoned in the spine by the cure of a bite of a serpent that convinced Eve to eat the forbidden fruit of knowledge. The angel of Zion will be driven by madness, the cabin fever, and the poison, to return home to palm of God's hand, which represents November Hail of God's superpowers. I'm the angel of Zion. My mortal name is Frank William Jameson. And out of frustration, I broke my son's right hand, November hail. I broke it. Frustrated, angry, and frustrated with everything that happened, with the destruction of my life for the past 3 years. What I'm going to tell you, why God declares the number 666, mark of the beast, as the real name in the Antichrist. It's because the Antichrist kills God's true half-sister, of who he hides beneath, because of her last name, of a man's name God cherished, God loved, God respected, because he was a hard worker, like his father, who he hid beneath within his own seed. This message is to all the houses of God. God's right hand has been broken, and now I have been weakened for the Antichrist enough to be able to kill me himself without a struggle. I am now defenseless. I am in hiding. This is my last resort to try to save the world from God's wrath, best I can, to hide from the Antichrist now. And the Antichrist, who wants me dead, who plotted to kill me. Because people loved me more than they loved him. Because he was narcissistic, impulsive liar, and broken every commandment in the 10 Commandments. In ways, enjoyed breaking all of them for most of his existence, because he wanted to be God, seeked to be seen as God, and thought he could do a better job than God. And the mark of the beast, the number 666, represents his name, and his real mortal name is William Lawrence Jameson, also known as Bill Jameson. My father is trying to kill me himself now. He has no choice, because those he convinced to kill me couldn't get the job done. And because they couldn't get the job done, he convinced the world to kill God's half-sister, my biological daughter, a woman named Christina. Maiden name was, married name Abel, the wife of John Abel, and the mother of Kayla Marie Abel, my biological daughter, who was killed in my camp that he got the world to put me in, to try to kill me by my environment. He convinced people to help him get me to kill myself through the psychiatrical medicines, and drove me even worse into madness, to where I didn't want to live. I tried overdosing numerous times on those medicines and other medicines, because of the medicines that were long-acting shot of antipsychotics with wrongful diagnosis. That's why Lawrence Connor was trying to get my file from CNS, outpatient mental health provider that I was going for my PTSD, of my father's bullshit and other people's bullshit, as well as defending God's superpowers as the king of reservation Native American government, and an asset, and a member of the United States Navy SEALs, Strategical Defense Unit 606 Easy Company, second in command. I am a Green Beret trained United States Navy SEAL. I served with many good people, many good men and women, in protecting this nation from its enemies, from foreign and domestic. My father, William Lawrence Jameson, Bill Jameson, is the one who wants me dead, because I was not born of the gender he wanted, a girl. So he killed my little girl that I wanted, my ex, who showed me happiness for the time I was with her. Christina was, now known as Christina Abel, Mini-Me, who I wanted her to have. I wanted her to cherish, because she was just like her mother. Ball full of laughs, a ball full of smiles, and pure of heart. Even though she had my red-hot temper and her mother's fascination for blood, everybody thought she was just crazy. No. It was just in her gene of her mother, me. To be batshit crazy. To make the world laugh. To bring joy to those who needed it. The same as I did. The same as her mother did. My ex-girlfriend Christina had a lot of my characteristics. My mother, Carolyn Lee Surratt, loved my ex-girlfriend Christina was. Pissed off at me that I fucked it up. Yeah. I blamed a lot of people for fucking it up. Really, I fucked it up. Because too much shit got to me. I let too many things get to me and put me in my own head where I couldn't get out of it. I'm no longer in my own head. The reason being, my time's up. Because now I'm defenseless. I broke my own son's hand that he wanted me to be born with before him. Know this now, Dad. You got a big problem. You said I was screwed, huh? In your texts over my stuff you coveted, you stole through connery, deceit, lies, trespasses, framing, all the things you were so proud of committing when you broke every single commandment in the 10 Commandments since the day you were born. And you didn't even see it. Your father, my grandfather, seen it. Yeah. That's why he was so hard on you. More than Uncle Steve, Aunt Barbara, Aunt Alice, Uncle John. Yeah. Dad, I know who you are now. I may be weakened, but I'm still gonna kick your ass when you try to bring that fight you keep trying to bring towards me and blame me for it. Because I wasn't a girl. I was a boy. I was a man. More of a man than you could ever be. I'm a far better man than you ever were. I was a far better father to my son Jacob than you ever were. And his half-sister I adopted, Mackenzie, than you ever were. And you know what hurts me the most? I couldn't have been the same way with them. With Kayla. That you took from her mother. And you took the ability from me to get to know her. And share in that bowl full of laughs with her mother. You killed my little girl, Dad. You killed my Gramiana. You killed my mini bear because her mother was Mama Bear to me. You just pissed off one motherfucking warthog. Hey, you called your scapegoat. That was really your son. That you blame for all your own fuck-ups in life. You want me dead, Bailey? Old man, come and get a piece. Yeah, I'm hiding. We're playing hide and seek, old man. Just like I did with the real guy. His half-sister from his mother. That wasn't mine. But I raised her as my own. To be better than you ever could be. Than you ever were. I'm not the one that screwed Dad. I was never the one that was screwed. Because I was never the one that challenged God. I was never the one that wanted to be God. And you know what? I want to tell you. God didn't promise me anything. He just answered my prayers. And God never promised you a fucking thing. The only thing he promised you was your own fucking demise of your narcissistic ways. My way or the highway. World evolves around me attitude. Why do you think I texted you what I texted you? And that text was simple. Go stand on the corner of the middle of nowheres and be a fucking E. And see if your house passes by. I did. And I never seen my house pass by where I buried the head of your false prophet, Osama bin Laden. Never seen it. And I said, you go do it now. See if it works for you. Like it didn't work for me. Maybe it'll work. And I said, but I know it's not going to. Your house ain't gonna come by. Because mine never did. When I did it. You believe the world evolves around you. And Vivian was a cunt. A slut. And the real fucking whore. And the only thing she ever did was just enable you, protect you, and let you commit every unforgivable mortal sin that the Ten Commandments said thou shalt not break. Thou shalt not spread rumors and lies about thy neighbor. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not covet. So forth and so forth. And you just kept breaking them all. And look, with all your fucking unforgivable mortal sins that you just fucking proud of, look at what you caused me to do. You caused me to break November Hale, dealing with somebody else like you, similar to you, that I called a friend. Robert Schultz, otherwise known as Sticky Ricky Dutch Schultz, who was far worse than me in his own head. Paranoid, addictive, couldn't handle shit he get through. Thought everybody was out to get him. Dutch was a better person than you. I broke my hand, wanted to beat the fuck out of him. Slap him fucking silly. And just knock him out with a fucking slap across his fucking face. And instead, I punched the window of his van. Broke my fucking hand. Well, God's hand. November hell. That I was fucking born with. I'm not the one screwed. Bill Jameson. I'm not this one screwed, beast. I'm not the one screwed. Lawrence Jameson. William Lawrence Jameson. You are. Maybe instead of having your priest, Lawrence Connor, who had your middle name as his first, tell me to sing Amazing Grace, reap what I sow. What else did he say? Sing Amazing Grace, sing a hymn, reap what I sow. Oh yeah, call me a wretch. When really, he was talking about you, motherfucker. And he worshipped your ass. That's why he kept emailing you. And you lied to me. Told me you blocked him. And you never did. Because you were directing traffic and killing me. Your own son. That you fucking hated. Because you knew I was going to grow up to be a better man than you ever could be. And more God-fearing than you ever could be. Your grandson's gonna rip that fake from your chest. Well, yeah, your great-grandson is gonna rip that fake from your chest. Let me correct it. Your great-grandson. My grandson. Who's way better than me. And he's so much better than you that he's beyond you. He sacrificed his life on the cross to forgive the world of immortal sins in the eyes of God. My son, that you called a pussy, that you called a little bitch, that you said ain't no Jameson. Now, you were no Jameson. And you were definitely no fucking Abel. You weren't no Abel. In all actuality, your last name should have been Cain. As in Cain and Abel. 'Cause you ain't nothing but a chicken shit little bitch that couldn't come to terms that you can't have your own way all the fucking time. I never did. Matter of fact. No one ever let me have my own way. But you know what's funny? My son get to have his own way. Oh my God. I feel sorry for you, Dad. Your grandson, Jacob, when you kill me, yeah, his right hand may be broken on me. But, when you do kill me, oh man, that right hand, he made me born with before he was born. because he wanted to hide beneath me. Because you, and I mean you, were absolutely fucking jealous of him and his glory on earth as it is in heaven, that you wish, wanted, and believed you could do a better job than him. I didn't eat your voice when I ate the burning bush and didn't waste a piece. That wasn't your voice to begin with. That was my son's, Jacob, Michael, Jameson. And the moment he reads his Bible, like I did, he gonna walk on water. And the minute you get here, get a group of your little followers, kill him and stab him by 1,000 knives, buddy, you just brought your own demise. Especially when you kill the 2 witnesses to it, of my son walking on water, to let the world know what Jacob's ladder tells you God's mortal name, first mortal name, was Jacob. Not William. Not Lawrence. Not Bill. Jacob. You better realize you're screwed. I never was. I was just your fucking scapegoat. Like I said, and I told my adopted son, which is fucking hilarious. Man, I mean really hilarious, that I recruited him to work for God. Because he's a fucking Satanist. No, he's a Satanist. I recruited a Satanist to helping me bring you down. And him and his adopted mother are on the way to help me hide better. Yeah, you're running out of time to be able to kill me yourself right now. We are trying our damnedest to keep you from that throne. We are doing our best to protect the world from my son's wrath that you wanted to bring down in the world, because you wanted to be my son, but instead you gave and planted the seed of me. You didn't plant the seed of Christ. My son plants that, because I planted the seed of my son, whose spiritual name in heaven is Jehovah Allah Tatonka Yahweh. Good luck, old man. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need all the luck in the world. William Lawrence Jameson. Bill Jameson. 'Cause you ain't shit. You just the epitome of evil. I came from the sea, 'cause God spit you out. And you planted the seed of me, his right-hand angel. And my spiritual name is Michael Morningstar. You might want to start fearing my face, because when my face really pops up in front of you and you think it's me, it ain't me. It's actually Lucifer's, because I got the same face as the fallen angel, Lucifer Morningstar. And let me tell you something about him. His biological father had a green thumb, You did. Why do you think? I didn't want to be a fucking truck driver. Sit on my ass, make money, and do absolutely nothing in life. But be flat out, undeniably, half-assed. I chose the profession of carpentry and construction. My mom convinced me to, 'cause she was a far better woman than your bitch whore cunt wife that my son killed, 'cause she was protecting you, Vivian. Go fuck yourself. So, Bill Jameson, fuck you and your fuckery, beast. Anybody that follows you or does what you tell them to do, they gonna be tossed in the lake of fire right fuck along with you.